All right, now that we've gotten the technical difficulties out of the way, excuse my background. It is very noisy right now, and I know that I'm late. But I wanted to that I did my Freedom Fridays episode for today. It is the first Freedom Friday episode with my co-host Akai Henry James Hardy. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
And this month, our topic is, of course, in the celebration of Women's History Month. Our topic for the month is making her story. Get it? Her story, his story. And tonight, I just want to share my thoughts on leaving a legacy, what that means, what that looks like, and what I've been doing. Um, I would say fairly recently, more intentionally, in order to leave a legacy. And here is part of my legacy here, and the way that I raise my kids, the things that I'm doing. But um, I want to introduce myself before we get into that. If you don't know who I am, welcome to my channel. I'm Delisa the Golden Child, and I am on a mission to guide you to see and be your most authentic self, uncover and release limiting beliefs, and unleash the golden child within. Yes, I say, my brand is the golden child. I go by Delisa the Golden Child, but my desire is to see more people lean in and tune in and hone in on their identity as a golden child as well. Each and every one of us have a purpose, a calling, a reason that we're here on this earth. There was something missing from the world before we were born, and when we were born, that thing, that void was filled. Um, so I just want everyone to know and see that they're the golden child. No matter what mistakes you've made, no matter what mishaps you've had, no matter what you've gone through, that did not take away from your value, your worth, or your enoughness, or your ability to leave a legacy, your ability to contribute to the world. Um, my most recent mission, well, my most recent, I won't say mission, like my most recent, I guess, calling outside of being a mom has really been to share the things that God gives me, the messages that He gives me, and not worry about the outcome, not worry about who's going to see it. And it has been one of the most challenging things because I've been at this YouTube thing not a long time. It really has not been a long time. But to me, it feels like it's been like ages, and I feel like I am not making progress or not making progress fast enough. Was what fun? Outside. Yes, baby. Um, but I'm just continuously reminded not to worry about the outcome, not to worry about who's going to see it or who's not going to see it, just to share what God gives me to share. And if it's just one person that sees it or no one that sees it, it's a reason that He has me showing up. It's a reason that He has me being consistent, even on the days and nights when I don't feel like it. When I rather be doing other things or just resting, enjoying, playing a game or something or watching TV. Um, but every time I show up, even on the moments when I don't feel like it, I get something more from it than the days when I'm excited, when I'm, motivated and amped up to do it because I am it's not about like pushing through or grinding or anything like that. It's being true to my word. It's being true to what God is calling me to do, the messages that He's calling me to share, that He's given me to share. And that is a part of how I'm leaving the legacy. Every single day, showing up, even on the days when I don't feel like it, but being intentional to check in about what's going on when I don't feel like it. When things come up, or just being intentional about choosing to rest on the days when my body is telling me, my being is telling me that I need to rest. So for me, it's been a very intentional and a very intuitively guided journey of what leaving a legacy looks like for me. Okay, do you want to leave? Then I need you to be quiet, baby. I'm recording. Thank you so much. Um, like I mentioned, as far as like the way that I'm raising my children, the way that I'm choosing to parent my children. Earlier today, my sister said you drank the gentle parenting Kool-Aid, and it wasn't about drinking the Kool-Aid or following along with the trend. It was about choosing. No, okay, not right now. Choosing. Okay, if you don't stop, you're gonna have to leave, baby. I said no. I'm recording. Choosing to parent differently than what I experienced, what I had seen, what I probably thought at one point was the best way to parent because, you know, people say, oh, look at me. I experienced XYZ and that turned out fine. And is that true? Is that really true? How did that really impact you and how you show up, how you grew up, um, and who you are today? So for me, it's about being intentional and being intuitively guided with my legacy. And part of my legacy being my children and the way that they contribute to the world, walking in their purpose, walking in their calling, and walking in who God created them to be. So that for me is what it looks like to live a legacy, not just leave a legacy, but live a legacy. And being intentional about each day, being intuitively guided, not just going along to get along, not just going along out of habit or out of familiarity or out of comfort, but truly being guided by your inner power, by source, by wisdom, by knowledge, by inner wisdom and knowledge of the next step, and being aware and present and mindful of where you are in the moment, in the present, and what it is that it's what is aligned for you, most aligned for you in the moment. And a lot of what I do, I talk about it all the time. But the way that I do this is through muscle testing. I literally go throughout my day and pause to check in to see, all right, what's aligned, what's not aligned, who's not aligned, what even like down to when I'm in my neighborhood choosing which direction to go. And recently I had two experiences where I was heading I was either heading out or I was heading home. One or the other, I don't remember. I know today I was heading out. Um and it was like had I been quote unquote on time, I would have a tear turn it down, baby. I would have potentially been in a car accident that I saw that I was driving by in both of those instances. Whereas I would beat myself up about running late or, you know, try to rush myself. I'm literally moving through the day very intentionally so that I know that I am where I'm supposed to be at any given time, any given moment. Um, so that for me is what living a legacy is in order to leave a legacy, because that's where it starts. It starts where you are today. Even if you don't necessarily know exactly what the answers are, you have access to them. Um, and the more aware you are and the more present you are, the more you'll be able to tap in and tune into those answers to see what's most aligned, where it's most aligned for you to be. But as a woman, we have so many different roles, so many different responsibilities, so many different things that we are tasked to do on a day to day basis. I think the most important thing when it comes to living a legacy, to leave a legacy, is taking care of yourself. Okay? And understanding and knowing that it's not selfish to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, to, like they say, to put on your mask first. We're only going to be but so supportive and helpful to others by sacrificing ourselves for other people that aren't willing to do the work for themselves, that aren't
Hello.
willing to take responsibility for themselves. It's more enabling than helping when we don't give people the opportunity in the space to learn and grow and do things on their own and walk in their calling and walk in their purpose.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
I just and happy and I did. I just whipped. No, nothing. Now I is go outside.
Hmm. And part of my legacy is allowing my children to see what it is that I do, how it is that I go about life, and how I live a legacy to leave a legacy to them. Um, am I complete? Yeah, yeah, I'm complete. If you want to continue this conversation, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a message in the comment section, and I will be sure to respond. As always, thank you so much. Stop, okay. Thank you so much for watching. Stop, okay. Watching another episode of Freedom Friday. Hopefully tomorrow I will be able to do Storytime Saturday. I'm not sure. I gotta check in to see what story I'm gonna tell. I have so many different stories. But if not, we have a soul care Sunday social on Sunday. Um, but today's been a long day, and I'm tired. But I wanted to make sure to get the episode recorded
Mommy,
today.
can I have some boobies?
And my minions
Mommy,
are
can
summoning
I have
me.
some boobies?
Not right now, okay? You gotta wait. Wait, or you won't get any. Stop. Um, but I will see you in another video. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Um, and that this video, this conversation is something that will inspire you and encourage you and motivate you to unleash the golden child within. And if nobody told you today, remember that I love you. I see you and I'm so proud of you just for being you. You are born enough, worthy, and valuable. No situation, circumstance, person, or experience can take away or add to that. So remember that you were born with limitless amount of worthiness, of value, and enoughness. So, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in another video.